Hey guys, it's Shu. Welcome to another MLB Perfect Inning Live video. Today we've got Buy, Keep, or Sell 2017 All-Star Batter Edition. We'll start off with the All-Star Game MVP Robinson Cano, an 87 overall, 91 and 87 for contact, so an 89 average contact, 92 power, 97 eye, only 68 speed, but 96 fielding, 79 throwing. If you want a power hitting second baseman, an absolute buy. If you want a contact speed combo like a Jose Altuve, I would keep Cano with the intention of selling him, but his price is still going up, and that's something Max Bolin pointed out to me in the comments on my pitchers episode. When I've been saying buy, keep, or sell, I was doing more buy or sell long term and not considering the keep aspect as much as I should be. So in this case, I would keep Cano. His price is going to go up significantly, especially because he's not in the top 100 packs like other high overall players. So I'd keep him, watch his price go up. When you start to see a couple on the market, I would sell. But I guess some of that too goes with the knowing the market, and I made a video about how to play the market in general. So if you're wondering about that, you can find that video too. Next up, 85 Aaron Judge. 97 power, 90 and 83 on the contacts, 85 field, 82 throw, 72 run. Now, if we pop over to my favorites, you've got this 2017 Player of the Month, Aaron Judge, for 31 mil. Okay, 76 field, 90 throw, 85 and 90 for contacts, 94 power, 90 eye, 80 run. I would sell the 85 Judge, and I would take the 86 Player of the Month Judge. Now, if you want a pure bat of Judge, this is a slightly better pure bat. But for 31 mil versus 72 mil, I think the Player of the Month is a better value. They both have the same set deck of 2017 and New York Yankees. I guess if you want the fielding higher, but, the throwing arm, to me, I don't know, that's what I value. So that's why I would sell this Judge, because you can get his Player of the Month for less than half the price at a higher overall, and the stats are very nice on both. Next up, 86 overall, Yadier Molina. Okay, this is the best catcher in the game. 94 field and 90 throw. The arm is tied for the best arm. The fielding is the best fielding rating, at least it goes with the arm for a catcher, along with very solid stats on offense. I would look to snipe and buy this. If you have him, even if you need the coins, I would keep him. His price is going to escalate very significantly. But if you're on a budget, once his price starts to peak, I could justify selling him to get a 2016 All-Star catcher that's more prevalent and much cheaper. But this Yadier Molina card is very, very nice. Next up, 85, Joey Votto. You can see there's already several on the market. Look, this is a great contact hitter with a decent amount of pop. This is Votto's best card. I feel like the first baseman market is so saturated. Honestly, I'd keep this card. I could maybe sell it. But with first base, I feel like it's getting to the point where it's a position where you need to know your own needs and pick up the player that's right for you, whether that's contact and speed, like a guy like Will Myers, or if you want a pure bat, or if you want a bat who can also defend. You also have Paul Goldschmidt, a little bit less power, similar contact, a little bit faster, and defensively basically the same. Price difference is significant. So, if you want to cash in and still have a good first baseman, you could sell Votto, sacrifice a little bit of power, and get Goldschmidt. This 83 Buster Posey, it's not a bad catcher, and with none on the market, I would keep to watch the price rise. But I don't know. For me personally, I would sell him and get a 2016 All-Star catcher with a better arm. Because to me, catcher is a position all about the arm. Charlie Blackmon, an 84 overall. Good contact. Okay power. Not great speed. And then he can defend too. The market's flooded with him, so you're going to have to keep. Honestly, he's not a bad player to long-term keep. I could justify buying him if his price dropped, assuming I didn't have a Mike Trout already. If you sell him, I would say you need a long-term plan. So I'd say you keep and potentially look to buy. Next up, Jose Ramirez. 17 of him on the market at what I'm assuming is the cheapest price. Good contact, but not much power. Kind of can defend. Those stats are just tough, and the position versatility. He might be a good bench option, but I would definitely keep, and I would actually look to sell. Just my opinion. Bryce Harper, very well rounded. Only thing he can't do is run fast. But, his price is going to come down, and if you're looking for a really well-rounded right fielder, here's the thing, too. I'd compare his price to that Aaron Judge card we looked at, the Player of the Month Aaron Judge. If Harper is more expensive than the Judge, I would sell the Harper, get the Judge. Not trying to ride Judge like ESPN or anything, just saying how I see these cards. Francisco Lindor, man, I don't know. He's got some power. That contact's really skewed. He can defend, but he can't run. That's a tough combo for me at shortstop. With none on the market, his price will rise, but personally, I would look to sell. I'm of the belief well-rounded shortstops are the way to go. I have Gene Segura now. There's Aledmys Diaz. There's more well-rounded guys that can also give you advantages in places like power or speed, at least as much, if not more, than Lindor at a cheaper cost. Jose Altuve, 82 overall. Look, this isn't a bad card, and where there's none on the market, you gotta play the market. But I would look to sell this Altuve because he has much nicer versions, and if you can cash in on the 2017 Altuve and then get an Altuve from a different year, unless you need that year set deck, you're better off with a different year Altuve. That might be a little bit more expensive, but the cost will outweigh, or the upgrade will outweigh the cost. We've got Nolan Arenado, an 83 overall third baseman, 92 field, 85 throw. I think that's the highest fielding base level I've seen on a third baseman. Throwing arm's not as good as some third basemen, but still very nice. 68 run is eh. And then he's got 82 power, 82 righty contact, so unless you need a lefty master at third, I would sell him, and there's a lot of good third base options out there. What I look for with third base, good defense, respectable contact, and a good power, or good contact and respectable power. I'm not worried about running from third baseman. That's my perspective. Mookie Betts, 83 overall. You can tell there's a ton on the market. His only remarkable stat is I, which is a pretty useless stat. I would look to sell him. We've already looked at other better right fielders. George Springer, a BB defensive combination. That's very rare. I would get this card. 88, 84 on contacts, 95 power. Okay, he's slow. But 97 field, 72 throw. Okay, the arm's not great, but the arm's respectable. If you have no other need for him, he'd be a perfect DH guy that for AL, that for NL is off the bench as a pinch hitter. and that's if you don't play him in center or right field. Of course, the price is going to rise, and I can't guarantee how far it will rise, but looking at it currently, if you're getting him, I'd keep him. If you see him on the market, I'd snipe him. If you're looking to sell because you need the points, at least let his price rise. Corey Dickerson, I would sell this card because a true DH is not very useful. Now, his price might rise some, but man, if you can cash in while you can on a guy who can't defend and get someone who has similar hitting stats and can defend for a similar price, do it. Jake Lamb, it's not a bad card. Again, know your market conditions, but this is a card I would end up selling. Corey Seager. I don't remember Seager making the All-Star team. That's weird. Good contact hitter. Power's okay. Not a lot of running, but good defense. This is a guy who I would sell to get a comparable player for cheaper and pocket the difference. But a very nice card. Cody Bellinger, the first player I know of with a base power rating over 100, 101 power, 77 and 76 contact. I like. His defense is somewhat troubling for me. But, man, this is like a perfect DH card. So you can get him for that cheap. Get him. So I would buy him as a DH. As a left fielder, I could buy him as a first baseman, sure. As anything else, I would not. I wouldn't put him in right field, basically. But DH, first base, left field, Bellinger is a beast. This Giancarlo Stanton card, it's not bad, but I would rather sell him to get an Aaron Judge Player of the Month. Justin Turner. Outside of the fact he can hit lefties well, this card is not very appetizing at third base or first base, so I would sell. Again, no to keep until there's some on the market that aren't selling, but not too long where you can't sell for the cheapest price. Marcell Ozuna, 13.87 mil. Very nice hitting stats, not much speed. He can defend okay. At that price point, I wouldn't fault you buying. If you got him, I'd keep him, depending where your team's at. But if you've outgrown him, you can sell him and not feel bad about it. A VCL Garcia, contact hitter, not great power. Honestly, that defense is a nice combination. At that price point, a solid defender who can hit a little bit, it's a good budget buy to me. Daniel Murphy. Stats are really strange for a second baseman. That throw rating's too low for me. Again, know your market conditions, but I would sell. A very nice card, though. Carlos Correa, wow, 80, 85, 81, not bad, 84, 80. Outside of the fact he's slower than the guys I've talked about, like Diaz, that's about the price point Diaz is at, like the 9 to 10 mil range. The 78 Correa, I would not fault you for buying. I wouldn't fault you for keeping. I wouldn't fault you for selling, as long as you can defend it. But I would personally, if I got that Correa and needed a shortstop, I would keep him. I would build him up, and I would ride him for a while. Ender Inciarte, oh my goodness, I have a while to go. So I might need to go a little faster. Back to Ender Inciarte. Man, that card just doesn't feel very good for him. Not a great arm, not great speed, not great hitting, I would sell. Ryan Zimmerman. Not an outstanding first baseman or DH, I would sell. Again, long term. Justin Smoak, a first baseman. Man, that's another nice DH looking stat line. And if you can get him for a good price, I would buy him as a DH. If you get him, I'd keep him as a DH. If you're looking to sell, just make sure the price is right when you're selling. Josh Harrison, primarily a second baseman. The stats just don't jump out. if you want the versatility, buy, but unless you need that versatility off the bench, I would look to sell. Justin Upton. He can play left field, a little bit of center. Stat line's not great, not terrible. I just feel like I'd sell him and really look to invest in a left fielder. But if you've got like a season best below 70 overall, that's a keeper. Mike Moustakas, 75 overall for 4.4. 74, 77, 90. That's a good DH possibility at the right price. So on a budget, I would buy him. Zach Cozart, a budget version to me of guys I've mentioned previously like Diaz. Honestly, at that $4 million price point, I would buy. Miguel Sano. I'm a Twins fan. It's not a bad card. I don't know. I feel like I would sell and really invest in a good third baseman. But if you got him, I would keep him. I would keep or sell looking to upgrade. Salvador Perez. Is that a snipe? I don't know. But I don't like this card. If I got it, I would sell it, so I'm not going to try to snipe it. Its stats are just very disappointing. 74 Michael Brantley. There's no special stat that makes me like this card, so I would sell it. Michael Conforto. On the other hand, I like this card more than I like Brantley. Okay, the throwing arm's a little bit worse, a little bit slower, but he's got the power. So yeah, that's my logic. Plus, he can play all three outfield positions. A versus B rating, not a huge drop-off in my opinion. Jonathan Schoop. Honestly, this looks like a very good budget option at second base. Not fast, won't throw very well, but if you're willing to roll the dice with that, goodbye. Gary Sanchez. Honestly, I'd buy him at that price point. I don't know how high he'll get. And overall, if he gets high enough, I would say to sell him and look for a strong arm to catcher. But, if he's under 5 mil, it's a good roll of the dice to get a bat behind the plate who can at least kind of defend. Yadier Alonso. This is a very budget DH in my opinion, but I would probably sell and save up for something a little bit bigger. And finally, Nelson Cruz. The power's just not there, and he's a DH who has an F rating in right field, and that's it, so I would sell. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this longer, more thought-out one, or if you like the shorter, quicker ones in the comments. If you did like this, I encourage you to click the like button as well. Subscribe if you're new for more MLB Perfect Inning Live content. But I'm G. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, and as always, peace out.